Hello,
Good
sir.
evening, sir. Good
Namaskar.
evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Namaskar. Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal. Okay. How are you doing? How are you doing, Yogesh?
I am doing great. What about you?
I am also doing great. Thank you so much. See, there are two ends of your commitment. One day I see you while you're traveling, while you're on your work. From some
Hmm.
shop, you take a class, you take your sessions,
Hmm.
and there will be another day where you'll not be visible at all. You'll be completely absent.
No, you know what happened? Even I have missed my two session back to back. Yesterday, even day before yesterday. Yesterday, you know what happened? One of my suppliers, he came. He was supposed to come today morning,
Okay.
and he came yesterday night, and he informed me at very short notice that I have come and I am in this so and so hotel, so
Okay.
I have to leave tomorrow early in the morning, so please come and meet me right now.
Okay.
So I had to go to meet him, and the meeting got prolonged, so around 11:30 I came back from the hotel.
Oh, okay. I
So
think generally, if at all it is not something unavoidable, you generally make it to your class. So it's
yeah.
only business meetings which you just cannot put forward. Those are the only times when you miss your sessions. Like,
So he was insisting me a lot that, sir, if it is possible for you, meet with me now, because
ah,
tomorrow early morning I have to leave for some other station. So I
ah.
thought, okay, I'm coming now.
So I think when the session was timing was going, probably you're speaking to him. That is the reason. I'm sure otherwise you would have taken the session from
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I was in the meeting with him, so that's why I didn't attend the session.
Yeah, yeah, I got to know that. Now that you told about that, I got to know that. So,
So
yeah, tell
how
me.
has your day been?
It's been good. It's been good, Yogesh. Again, classes are going wonderful. I'm getting a
Hmm.
little bit busy with my day job. That is one more thing that I'm little bit worried. So the moment my day job, the regular job goes a little bit busy,
How many
I
classes do you take in a day?
see, depends on, see, I work for only 4 hours, Yogesh.
Four
2 hours
hours.
in the
Okay.
afternoon, that is 3 to
Hmm.
5 and 10 to
3
12.
to 10 to
Yeah.
12.
And right now, the way things are going,
Hmm.
in these 4 hours, I am not speaking to somebody or anybody for just around
Hmm.
10 minutes. That's it. Otherwise, the complete 4 hours I'm speaking to somebody. So the classes are kind of absolutely one after the other, one after the other.
But I
It
think
is,
the all the students whom you have interacted with, they would love to talk with you, or they would love to. They always. I think they would have tried to prefer you, that if you are available, then they try to book a slot with you only.
I consider myself very fortunate that I'm able to give some value of that
No,
nature.
no,
So
you are that fortunate.
no, it's okay. See, I always thought
It's
this.
this is your. I'm must say you have that kind of magnet. See, even if I consider myself, see, whenever I talk with you,
Yeah.
I don't feel that I'm talking with a tutor, that I'm
Uh-huh.
talking with a tutor.
Yes.
I feel that I'm with my friend, or I never consider you as a tutor. I give you respect you as a tutor, but the way you treat me and the way you talk with me, I don't think that I'm talking with a tutor now.
Oh, that's a
So
very,
that
very
is the
nice, very kind words from you.
no, no, because you have uh, spread that kind of aura with your all students. So that's why
Wow.
we think.
You know what? Today you are on a rampage. Today you are on a rampage in terms of using some wonderful English words. You have that aura. At a very short notice, he wanted to meet me, and some two or three phrases that you use. I just wrote down at a very short notice, and just now you have that aura. So I think you are on fire today in terms of your English
No,
usage.
no, it's all because of you. कहते हैं ना कि खरबूजे को देख के खरबूजा रंग बदलता है. So it's all.
You know, if
It's
only you change
all
that.
the efforts. It's all the effort that you have put
Okay,
onto
now
me.
it's always see, we can only be the medium for you people. Ultimately, we can only help you to certain extent. But I heard your podcast where you discussed with one person, one trainer. You had specifically told the amount of effort that you put in one of your videos, that you're doing everything and you're listening to these kind of audios, you practice and everything. All those practice and efforts that you put, Yogesh, it has to show that effect. It has to show the result at some point. And slowly, probably, you'll realize that suddenly one day, oh my God, I'm speaking so good. You will
Yeah.
start realizing that. But ultimately, I am doing that. I'm definitely realizing.
One more thing I have noticed in myself, if my mental level is not stable, it happens so many times. See,
Yes.
I have work pressure, and whenever due to business, I have some heated talk with somebody. So
Yes.
I have noticed that in myself, whenever I'm taking the session, taking my class, and if I am not relaxed, I don't have that kind of peace of mind. So
Yes.
that day, my session, I get messed up, and some hustling, it happens on
In
that day.
fact, you had that kind of a session with me. Do you remember one day you're
Yeah,
very, very disturbed
I,
that
I
this
am.
world is really full of bad people and something. You're very,
Mhm.
very. I could make out that you're very, very disturbed. And I told you that Yogesh, today you're not in a mood to speak. So probably that the same thing. You took long pauses, and you're talking a lot of and all that stuff. I told you. And today you seem to be under absolutely meditative state, and that's why your English is kind of flowing. You're happy today, and that's the reason your English is
Yeah, exactly.
flowing.
So
Okay. Do you want to speak on the topic today?
yeah, the topic is if I could stop the time.
Yes, if you could stop the time. See, it has, okay, fine. Let me listen from you. What if you could stop time? And then I will
See,
ask you
when
some
when
questions.
I gone through with the topic,
Hmm.
so I think it's a very ridiculous. Do you think anybody can stop the time? See, I have power
Yeah.
that power I can use for myself only. So we can stop a watch. See,
Yes.
this is my perspective. A watch
Yes.
can be stopped by myself,
Yeah. Absolutely. But you can't stop time.
but time, no one can stop the time.
Yes.
Even we can't imagine that anybody can stop the time. So that's it.
See, I'll put my thoughts into it. If you could stop time, is a kind of a is a kind of a desperate situation, or it's a more of a metaphor. Metaphor. If you have heard that
Mhm.
word, it's a
Yeah, I
metaphor.
have heard metaphor.
Okay. Yeah. What would you
What is the
do?
exact meaning of metaphor?
See, metaphor is something an equivalent. Now, if you are in a situation, you compare it with another situation.
Another
Okay,
situation.
like that. Okay, now, so if
Yeah,
I could stop time, oh my God, if I could stop time, I
Mhm.
would definitely see to it that my I'll give you an example. First time, I think 3 years back, my family and we thought of going to Goa. We booked the ticket.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
and we were sitting in our Ola cab and we were moving towards airport.
Mhm.
And we had a 3 kilometer road block from the point our house
Mhm.
until some 3 kilometers. There was some major work going on and some accident or some, I don't know what, but 3 kilometers. And we were about to miss the flight.
Oh.
And it was like the last
Mhm.
second we caught
Mhm.
the flight, and that too after pleading with the officials there that we got late
Mhm.
because of this one. Now that time I was thinking, if
That
only I
you
could
could
stop
stop.
time. Yeah, if only I could stop time. So that is exactly what I mean.
See, now I have a counter on that situation.
Yeah.
you were supposed to miss the flight. Even
Yes.
if you would have stopped the time, okay.
Yeah.
But the flight is already traveling. Flight was flying.
Yeah.
When flight had landed at the airport,
Yes.
what I told you, you can stop your watch only. You can
Yeah, I
not
got your
stop the.
point. I got your point. But that is the desperate situation. Now, in
Yeah,
fact, I will.
it happens, and sometimes we use this metaphor that if I could use stop the time, it happens.
Can you come up with one situation in your life where you felt, if only I had that power to stop that time, I could have done this, I could have done that?
A particular incident, I don't remember any particular incident, but it has happened so many times. But any particular incident is not coming into my mind right now.
Okay, fine. See,
I can't
recently
remember.
I personally I'll go through one recent tragedy I had. I lost one of my friends in an accident, and that was a very sad time for me. Just 4 days back, I lost my friend to an accident.
Oh.
And even that time also, 1:30 in the night, I got this news that my friend has lost his life to a two-wheeler accident. And next day, we friends met and we were speaking about that. And we were discussing how he lost his life. He was traveling on road, no traffic, nothing. And the road was a newly laid road, and somewhere in the middle, the road construction guys, they had put a hump. And this guy, he goes by that road daily, but that day he knew there is no hump, so he was a little fast, and he just lost his life because he didn't know that there is a hump. And at that moment, that time also, I just had this thought, why did the time not stop just before that 1 second? He probably
These are the situations, I think, when this kind of thought comes to our mind.
Yes.
That if we could stop the time, even I can in one of incident of Ramayana is coming into my mind, when the Hanuman had gone to to take the Jadi Buti.
Yes.
Sanjeevani Buti.
Buti, yeah.
And he was told that you would have to come before the sun rising. Before the sun rises, you will have to come back. So definitely the thought would have came into the Rama's mind that if I could stop the time right now, that. So sometimes these kind of, when we meet with the such kind of circumstances, and then this kind of thought comes to our mind.
I know that. I know. So I see, as you told, I completely agree with you. You can only stop your watch, but time cannot stop. Time will just keep flowing, and probably every minute we are getting old. Every minute something new is happening.
Even if you have the power, you can stop the sun for rising.
Okay.
If you have that kind of superpower, you can stop the sun for rising, but you cannot stop the time.
Oh, what is the reference that you're giving me? You can stop the sun from rising. Is there a reference? Do you have a mythological reference for this one?
One of story, I was in my childhood, I had heard this story that there was a lady,
yeah,
and someone श्राप को क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में?
Curse.
Curse. So one of Rishi gave a curse to that lady that your husband will not see the tomorrow sunrise.
Okay.
So that that lady has so much power, or she was a kind of so spiritual lady. Yeah. She said, if tomorrow my husband will not see the sun, I won't let the sun rise tomorrow.
Oh my God. Okay.
So she's sit for the praying of the god, and when all the villagers see that a watch is has passed, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, but sun is not rising.
Okay.
So then all the villagers went to that lady
Yeah.
that we have that Rishi has has forgiven your husband, and please let the sun rise. So
Okay.
it's a I don't know how far or to what extent this story is true, but I have heard somewhere a story, and there is a I think my mom had told me this story. So I would, after this session, I will tell her to what is the reference of this.
Okay. Oh, what is the reference? I think you remember the story, but you don't remember the characters.
Yeah,
Generally, when you
characters
listen to mythological characters, they'll have a lot of names and Rishi Munis and the names and
the context
also.
The core of story only I have remembered. This is it was the core of story, that the woman has this kind of power. If she doesn't want, so she didn't let the rise the sun.
Okay. Anyways, but today we live in a world wherein time cannot be stopped, and we just have to run with the time. So sometimes, okay, time cannot be stopped, but are you any time in your life overwhelmed by the fact that if at all I had more time in my life? Oh, there is so much to do, there is so less time. Do you get those kind of feelings? My wife keeps telling me sometimes, Kash mere paas. Yeah, tell me.
These kind of thoughts comes in my mind so many times.
Okay.
But
do you remember?
Yeah, but do you remember we had a session in which I had told you that whenever I think about my childhood, I feel regret. I don't know.
Yes.
Remember?
No. I remember that. That you live your childhood again.
So these are the things then when the thought come in my mind that I have wasted so much time in my childhood, and everybody has, have wasted a lot of time in the childhood.
Yes.
So this kind of thought comes in my mind so many times, and even today, see, we are not organized properly.
Yeah.
Very few people I have seen, they do their work in a proper way. If I take myself, I always wake up late in the morning.
Yeah. Mobiles.
So what I'm doing, I'm wasting my time. I should wake up early in the morning.
Yes.
Not, if I cannot wake up in the 4 o'clock, at least 6 o'clock I should leave my bed.
Yes.
But if I don't have any work at the particular day, I wake up sometime 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and after that we curse that we don't have time.